So hi everyone, this is Team 2 Unimaginable, and we want to present you our game Paper Warfare. Our game originates from the simple game which is flick and hit. Player flicks their paper fold aircraft and knocks away others from the battlefield. There are many Hong Kong teenagers who have played this back in their own childhood, so we wish to arouse people with the nostalgic memories from our game. We aim to develop an exciting paper aircraft fighting game with fantasy elements as a spice. So teenagers and children around the world and any people who are interested in the fighting game genre can enjoy the game without any knowledge on the paper aircraft. But of course, our main focus is the Hong Kong people who have played paper aircrafts back in their days. So our paper aircraft now have two types, and we have made this kind of art style by taking the pictures in the real life and convert it into game props using some image processing. And there are also many kinds of equipments that the players can install the equipments onto their own aircraft. For example, at the right side, the aircraft has installed the head, the wing, and the tail. When the players start their game, they will enter the main menu screen, in which they can choose to see the tutorial, the versus mode, the story mode, or the settings. In the tutorial screen, we can see the basic instruction of the gameplay controls, as well as the detailed skill descriptions of any equipment in case they get confused. So they can also enter the training mode, in which the players can try the actions themselves. In versus mode, the player can customize their battle according to their own favor. For example, the battlefield, the numbers of enemies, the enemy aircraft, and the enemy difficulty. When the player joins the battle, they get to customize their own aircraft. As you can see in the demo screen, they can choose what head, wing, and tail to install for their aircraft from the unlocked equipments that they have gained in the story mode. So at the right side of the screen is the result statistics and abilities of the aircraft. We want player to try out different combinations of the aircraft equipments in order to win in different battles. And we also allow the player to fully customize their aircraft by allowing them to choose the colors of the equipments and aircraft, so they can have their own unique aircraft.
The battle starts as soon as you enter the battlefield. The player's goal is to lock out other enemies while staying on the battlefield. When an aircraft has lost all its life, they are not responding anymore. The game ends when player being the last one standing, or player lost all his life. The battle UI is well designed, and we put all the useful information in such small UI. The left side shows how the aircraft looks, and the numerical percentage is the destruction percentage of the aircraft. The bottom shows the number of lives and the skills charge. The top right icons will light up when the aircraft has enough skill charge to use the corresponding skills. The control is easy. Player can use mouse left click and mouse right click to perform two types of attack. Left click, also known as light attack, flicks the aircraft to other position, as well as pumping into other aircrafts. Right click attack, also known as heavy attack, will create a shockwave to shock the surrounding enemies. They both consume the movement charge, which is the blue bar under the aircraft. Player can also use skills for the 1, 2, 3 key. For each aircraft equipment, including default, has their own skill. There are a total of 12 unique skills in the game. Different skill cost different amount of skill charge to use, and they all have their own theme. Skills consume the skill charge, which is the red one we shown in the UI part. We have designed 5 different maps for battle. Each map requires a different playstyle, and there are some traps or obstacles in the maps. There are 4 pickup items that will spawn randomly in the battlefield during the fight. Healing item will heal a small portion of aircraft's health. Shield item will gain aircraft a short period of invincible. Charge skill item will instantly fill up the skill bar, while charge movement item will gain aircraft a short period of fast charge on movement bar. For story mode, there are a total of 4 chapters. Each chapter consists visual novel part and battle part. Battle in the story mode are set with specific maps and enemies. Player can only customize their aircraft before battle. The story is original and the character sprites are designed by us using the character maker. So here is the video walkthrough.
During the development of this project, we've encountered some problems and difficulties. The first problem we encountered is that there are too many different equipments with different stats and skills, which is hard to manage. The solution is that we use skippable objects to create a library of equipment, each storing all information about one equipment and then obtain the right ones when using it. The second problem is that the process of the story won't be saved once you go back to the main menu. The solution is simple. We create a variable which stores the same number of the chapter in the game manager, then create a continuous button which can go back to the latest scene according to that index. The evaluation of target users is that we believe our game is interesting for the player who enjoy playing fighting games and action games, but it won't be the same case for those who doesn't. We believe that the game is challenging, and it may appeal to the players who enjoy challenging games and harder games, but it may not appeal to the players who prefer playing games casually. Also, the story makes the player easier to invest into the game, since it creates some sort of goals for players to compete, but some players may feel bored and not interested to the plot. Some possible future development includes that many more aircraft equipment special skills can be designed to increase battle variety. Also, some more maps and levels can be designed for players to have an immersive gameplay experience. Furthermore, some more game modes can be implemented, such as survival mode, arcade mode, or even multiplayer mode. To conclude, the Paper Warfare is a top-down PvE fighting real-time strategy game which based on the simple paper aircraft flick and hit. Many people have played it back in their childhood. It is exciting and easy to understand, and it also has some customization. Furthermore, there are a bunch of unique special skills that can be used during battles. We also have an interesting story which follows three students to a process of forming a team, training with each other and participate in the paper aircraft competitions. We hope that our players enjoy our game. And this is the end of our presentation. Thank you.